Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Something Different Today. If you've watched any of my other videos, I've mentioned before that I wanted to try out ice fishing since I live in South Dakota and the winters here are pretty cold. It's something of a local sport, especially here in Eastern South Dakota as well as Minnesota, Iowa, anywhere where there's lakes and it gets cold. So we went and picked up our fishing gear because I have absolutely none of it. We've got some minnows down there for bait, and it is currently negative 10 degrees out, I believe. Doesn't feel that cold, but I got off work from Walmart 3 hours ago. Spent a good while trying to figure out what to get as far as ice fishing equipment. We got ourselves a breakfast Subway sandwich. I don't go to Subway that often because it's so freaking expensive, but figured I'd try some out new today. That's not bad at all. I got the bacon, egg, and cheese with green bell peppers, onions, and tomatoes, and Baja Chipotle sauce. And of course, you already know I had to get some cookies. Raspberry cheesecake, a white chocolate chip macadamia nut, or whatever the heck it's called. Alright, so this is what we're working with for now. I just got a icing bucket from Walmart. And that's where we're going to carry all our gear. Bought myself a seat because probably going to be sitting for a while and I want to be comfortable. I decided to go for a manual, like hand auger, rather than an electric or drill one, because one, I don't have a drill that's powerful enough for the drill kind that attach to a cordless drill, and two, I'm not spending like $500 on a gas or battery powered one. We've got our rod and reel. We've got a bucket rod holder. Got some ice fishing line, a couple of lures, some new gloves, an ice spoon. Not really necessary for ice fishing, obviously, but I got a bunch of tow and warmers. And then we have a container of minnows. Fatheads! If I can get this open. They should still be alive. Now, for ice fishing, I read that it doesn't really matter if they're alive or not. And most likely we're just gonna end up using the minnow heads to fish for walleye, is what I'm going for. And take everything I say in this video with a grain of salt because I've never ice fished before and I have no idea what I'm doing, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, and then one last thing, I got some ice cleats to put on my boots so that I don't slip on the ice. I've heard that this probably isn't really necessary, but pretty sure it's gonna make my life a lot easier out on the ice. So we're gonna start out small and see if we can't catch some walleye at the lake today. Well, hello there. Oops. You're a little dirty. It is no longer Saturday afternoon, as you can probably tell. Sun should be fully up in like probably about 8-ish. It's supposed to be a little cloudy today, but today we're actually gonna go fishing. I've had my dead minnows out here now for about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna see if those will freeze. They ended up dying in the house because, probably because I left the thing sealed. I didn't put it in the refrigerator, so they got too warm. And to be honest, I might be overdressing a little bit for this because it's only like 14-15 degrees out right now, and it's actually supposed to only get warmer today. The high is supposed to hit 30, so we'll see. Maybe I'll end up taking a jacket or two off, but rather be too warm than cold and not have enough. I'd rather have too much on and be too warm, be able to take it off, than be too cold and not be able to put anything else on. Probably the first time I've said anything like that. Sun is already coming up, if you can't see that. So already a little late, so let's get out there. Safety first. Looks like I'm the only person out here. I mean, it is a Monday morning, but I kind of half expected there to be at least a couple people out on the ice today. Anyways, let's get going. One thing that I probably completely forgot to get was a sled. I mean, I guess I don't have that much gear, but maybe next time. There we go. Make full use of the bucket. We got our bait and all our gear. Wow, that was... I am so glad there was no one else here to see that. Yeah, maybe it was a little top heavy. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but there's already tire tracks out here. So vehicles have definitely been on the ice already. So with this being my first time and all out on the ice, I probably should have an ice pick out here to check the ice, but I've already seen enough tire tracks, and for the past, I think 2 weeks, it's been well below negatives out here in South Dakota, so I am more than confident that this ice is very much thick enough to hold one person and his bucket fishing on the ice. So I'm not really worried about it because I've already seen people driving out four-wheelers on here, taking out the little permanent ice houses, and plenty of people out on the ice, just none today. So wow, that sunrise sure is pretty, isn't she? Yeah. All right, well, I really have got no idea where I'm supposed to drill holes in the ice. But I figure since the ice should be really thick pretty much everywhere, right here is just about as good as any. We're not too far from the shore. The car's right over there, so, and the shore is even closer here on this side. But so yeah, we're gonna drill a test hole here and see how thick the ice is. So gonna be a lot of firsts on this video today. As I've probably said a bunch of times at this point, I've never done any of this before, but I watched a YouTube video on it. It should be as simple as just putting it down and drilling the hole, so. It's definitely pretty deep, as you can see. We'll measure it here in a second, but I gotta get this thing out. There we go. We've got our ice spoon because I don't feel like putting my hand in all that. Yeah, I think this spoon is just about 6 inches around. And then it's got this attached to it. And the auger is also only 6 inches, so. Should have got a smaller spoon, maybe. Okay, well that's the bottom of the ice, so we're looking at... oh, I bent it. Wonderful. So yeah, it was pretty much about 15 inches of ice right here. So yeah, I mean, that's actually plenty enough to even drive half-ton trucks on, so at least that's what the internet said. As you can probably see, they're pretty much dead. I mean, they would have been alive, but let's go ahead and get some of these out on the ice. so yeah, a little gross, but it doesn't smell too disgusting. Yeah. Okay, just gonna wipe my hands off in there a little bit. The plan is, I mean, I guess I can try with a whole minnow, but from what I read online, you know, different people are going to say different things, but apparently the minnow heads work best, so just gonna go ahead and chop a head off there. Use the heads. Maybe I'll try using the tails. I did read somewhere that those have worked for them, but I guess we'll see. Okay, I probably want to wipe that off. Not put it directly back in my pocket. We'll just leave that guy out there. One nice thing about being out in the cold is your drinks ain't gonna get warm, so. All right. He's already frozen. Just for the heck of it, let's try a tail also. Ooh. Okay, not sure how well that's gonna hold on. We'll see. Well, that tail didn't hold on so good. Okay, just set you right there. And our temperature reading right now, I got a little thermometer. You can see it way over there. Temperature reading right now is saying 13 degrees out. The inside temperature, that's this one, so it's not accurate because I've had it in my pocket, so ignore that one. It is not 1:59 a.m. That's incorrect. And to be honest, it honestly feels kind of nice out. I apologize if I keep wiping my nose. I'm just a really snotty person in the cold, so in my defense, I looked it up online. It says that all it means is that my nose is working properly, okay? So deal with it. Anyways, it honestly doesn't feel that cold out. As you can see, I don't have my gloves on. Today's looking like it's gonna be a really nice day. I'm glad I dressed warm, but I even got my snowboard pants out because they're really the only insulated pants that I have. Hopefully, we'll start getting some bites here. I'm not really sure how deep the water is here. I don't have a depth finder or any of that fancy equipment like that. Probably won't be getting any of that for a long time. But we'll see if we can catch anything today. All right, so I just got a second hole drilled right over there. If you can see that over there. The ice is a little bit thinner over there by like maybe 1 or 2 inches. So it's still about 12 or 13 inches. I'm gonna see if we might have some better luck over there. Well, we got some buddies on the ice with us now. They bringing out the whole thing. So that'll tell you I'm plenty safe on the ice. Well, we're trying a third spot here, even farther out on the lake, but it still seems pretty shallow here. You aren't probably going to be able to see, but I don't think it's more than 2 feet deep right here, honestly. But it is getting kind of late for me because I do got work this morning. Obviously, it's still early in the day, but I've been contemplating calling off work or not, but just because nothing's biting, and I had kind of hoped we'd at least mark a few, and so far have not had any luck yet. Got some ice beads forming on our line. Not really sure how to get rid of that. That'll have to be another Google search. Well, I had originally planned this trip for a kind of afternoon thing on Saturday, but the weather ended up just getting real bad. Saturday evening, and pretty much all Sunday. It was just crazy windy. So we brought ourselves an MRE, or freeze-dried meal, whatever you want to call it. If I had known I'd be doing this in the morning, I would have bought a breakfast one, but we got chicken teriyaki. I have not had this one before. We'll be trying that out for the first time. Got ourselves a little burner here. Pretty sure I remembered to bring a lighter. Yep. Oh, stop. And probably would be best to do this behind something so that we don't have too much wind. And it says we're supposed to use 1 2/3 cups, which is 13 fluid ounces, or about 385 milliliters of water. Okay. All right. Love me some cold water. All right, well, I try not to watch it too much, but it looks like our water's finally boiling. I am starving. Gotta close it off. You know, it's one thing I completely forgot. A fork. I hope there's one in the car. Oh, we're gonna just go ahead and leave this here in the snow. And I'm gonna go look for a utensil. So that's us, way out there. Honestly, not that far. Maybe, I don't know, that's a quarter mile or less, honestly. It looks like we don't have a spoon or a fork, which sucks. So I'm gonna have to wait till I get home to eat that. Still nothing. And our hole's just about freezing over. Not even a bite, man. Oh well, better luck next time. So, quite a few firsts today. First time ice fishing, first time using an auger, first time being on a frozen lake, first time hooking dead minnows to a jig. But yeah, so unsuccessful trip. I mean, we spent about 3 hours on the ice, which kind of seems like a long time actually, but I don't know, maybe if I knew what I was doing I'd have actually caught something, but oh well. Got some experience today, and we'll be trying our hand at this again sometime soon. All right. I can use a tissue right now. Just in case. Oh, that smells good actually. Just in case you guys were wondering what that looks like. There's our MRE. Smells good. Now that's making me hungry, so I need to head on back home. And we got to start work here in like 10 minutes, so let's get going. See you next time, Frozen Lake. All right, well, we are home now, and just wanted to show you guys the taste test of the teriyaki chicken and the look of it, too. There you go. I mean, looks decently appetizing. I had to microwave it a little bit because it got cold. Okay, it's a little soggy. I may have put too much water in it, slightly. Or maybe that's just the way it is, but the flavor isn't bad. It's definitely not my favorite of the Mountain House MREs, but you know, it's edible. It gets the job done. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Daniel Does Something New, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.